What up, what up, what up, folks? This is G32 Extreme here. Back at it again, like I promised. Well, we go to, because I know two articles I've linked, and like I said, shout out to Big Truck Reviews Motorsports for the article, for two of the articles that I'm going to share towards the end. But I want to lead up to why these two subjects will be in there, because I'm not going to do a regular video. But before I go, hit that Cash App if you can. I don't care if it's $1 or $250,000. You're able to have free and spare time and money to donate. Hit it up. So we're gonna start off with this link right here. Shout out to Razor6666. He been sharing a lot of good shit on hit me up on Gmail with all his links and stuff. So just remember, pay attention right here. The video titled, "Why Are Black Women the Least Married?" Right? Now, this is at college. She got engaged going towards her graduation. This white girl right here, this white female right here, this young white woman right here, I should say. Now, this black girl right here says, "Why are black women the least married?" And the question came up with, why is this not the reality for black women? It is. It's been the reality.
A group of white girls who are sitting.
Hold on.
Of a group of white girls. Of a group of.
Yeah. Okay. So, of a group of white girls who are sitting at their graduation, engaged, every single one, where the exact same black females that probably went to that exact same school have empty ring fingers. Not to mention, you could talk about how educated black women are, pseudo education like liberal arts, or education like what, being an RNA or a CNA, like the most stressful, deplorable jobs ever seen. Either you work full-time or part-time, and yet they still have empty ring fingers in their youth. I forgot who said that white women go to college to get a husband, black women go to college to get broke. I forgot who said that. This is going back like 14, 15 years ago on YouTube. I forgot who said that. Everybody could remember that, please put it down in the comment section. But let's get on with it. Because this girl right here breaks it down.
Group of white girls who are sitting at their graduation engaged. And the question came up, well, why is there not the reality for black women? I know y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but you know me, I'm gonna say it anyways. First and foremost, black women are above reproach. If it don't validate us or excuse our bad behavior, we don't want to hear it. Instead, we'll say, well, men do it too. Secondly, we'll find every excuse in the world to validate why we don't want to be married or why we don't want to be in a relationship. Well, they get cheated on. Well, they do this. Well, they do that. But then we have all these standards for men, and we're still actively seeking for men in the midst of our hurt while inadvertently telling them to go to therapy. We do not practice what we preach. Thirdly, the independent woman is a myth. Ashley cared about being independent and it was something that made you happy. You would not have all these standards to negate your independence. Nobody wants to relinquish power. You'll find every excuse in the world to not be submissive and wonder why white women can get away with their bad behavior. We take everything bad from white women, except for the fact using marriage to our own benefit. But you'll run to the child support office, though. equality against men, and the only time we actually want to be equal to men is when it comes to degenerate behavior, hypersexuality, abusing or abandoning children. Even when it comes to the gold digger conversation, what you don't see those other women do, even when they are just screwing men for money, is bashing men, inadvertently making men feel like they're not important. Also, too, telling them that they don't need men. Psychologically, we have been taught to disassociate ourselves. And even in that Malcolm X quote where he says the black woman is the most disrespected, he also says to be near your man. Because who taught you to hate the very race that you're supposed to be with? One of a group of white girls who are sitting at their.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And that's just the beginning. That's just the fucking beginning. It gets better. It gets better. It gets better. Ooh. Let's see. Yep, this one. All right. Now the thread. Chief Way. I don't know who he is. That's beside the point. February 3rd, 2024. Save the date. He proposed to his girl. Look at that. Man and woman. Look at those tattoos. Man and woman. And that big ass engagement ring. Now watch how many people gonna talk about this shit. In the process of convincing the fiance to let us walk down the aisle to this. Oh, this song. Okay, I'm not playing the copyright. So that's why. Ooh, adds up, don't it? You already always hated black women. It was never about them. It was always about you. Now, this person called Paul Toon replied to Chief Way, right? Let that sink in. Who would say? No guy would say that. That's a black female. This, whoever this thing is, whoever this idiot is, I can only imagine how you let her talk about black women. This is a black female with her ass cheeks, with a bikini that's too damn tight for her. And this whoever this idiot name is, so sad that you hate black women when your own mother is black. Oh my God. Yo, can you fucking explain what the obsession of Oedipus Rex disorder? Black people and the Oedipus Rex disorder with mothers, both men and women. Your mother's black. I'm not having sex with my mother. Number two, my mother been dead since 2005. So I'm not sleeping with my mother. So I don't have this Oedipus Rex relationship with my mother like a lot of you cats do. That's some disgusting shit. Both there's a female or a male, whoever. It makes sense now. You had to be hateful towards black women so you could attract her type. Pathetic. What? Look at this. Beth. Look at this. Now, how much you want to bet that's not even her real hair? Imagine y'all have a daughter and she inherits your black genes. Damn. Listen, bitch. That kid, that son or daughter, gonna have his black genes. You jealous because you wish you had a white guy to breed with you and have those light baby genes. That's a jealous bitch right there. Miss Lee, laugh my ass off. It's always, you know what? I can't even. Yeah. Jealous. Glock 313 with the fist ride and that pro wax scent. You can love your snow bunnies all you want. Don't tear down black women. Why you're playing in the snow with the middle finger emoji. Now, let me remind you, he announced his engagement. Where did it say right here that he tears down black women? Please help me make sense. Let me tell you something. For those that still hang on to the nigga community, you the most inferior, insecure, and jealous and egotistical piece of shit that I've ever fucking been in my life. This dude been overlooked among your dumb asses for decades. All of a sudden, he gets smart and meet another woman within proximity. Been with him through thick and thin. This is why I said this going back 14, 15 years ago. You black women are being replaced. Back in 2010 through 2015, you black women are being replaced. It gets worse with these dumb asses. Look. Now look at this goofy bitch right here with the fake devil horns, with the fake hair, with the extinctions. I'm not even gonna pronounce the fucking damn names. The names don't make no sense. Isn't she heavier than that white lady you prefer? What? Ain't nothing wrong with that broad. She's fine. But if you want to talk about heavy chicks, you know that 80% of you black bitches are fat and morally obese, right? Did you know that? 80% are fat, 40% are morally obese. Stupid bitch. That's jealousy right there. Solely. Chief, why are you cooking? You like that in the comments. Look at this page with Don. Try to look like fake exotic. How much you want to bet she had rhinoplasty surgery on her nose? Yeah, you cook. Yeah. Look at this. I try to have a dialogue on why they're cooking so bad, but this has cemented your faith, my guy. Laugh out loud. Look at this. I guess they all reply to Chief Way. I mean, sorry, Chef Way. What the fuck's wrong with me? Chef Way. Did your mother and your sister Eva attend to this wedding after having to apologize for an anti-blackness of this dude? All right, this nigga's stupid. This is a fucking engagement. Chef Way proposed to his long-term girlfriend. Okay? Did anybody watch these YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook videos where, in some cases, World Star Hip Hop, because I remember seeing that shit start World Star Hip Hop like 17 years ago, where a black man proposed to a black woman and she embarrassed him and cussed him out and turned him down. Help it make sense. Anyway. Look at this. Look at this. This is a lesbian chick. Right? Here it goes. First of all, why is this is not a knock towards gay people, but this is when you guys gotta know your place. Why are you intervening in heterosexual discussions? I never understand that. I never understand that. Anyway, did your mother and your sister Eva attend to his wedding after having to apologize for the anti-blackness of this dude? All of this because he loved non-black women. Shaking my head. That's another jealous, carpet munching bitch that's looking for a sneak peek. This was expected. Okay. She lame though. Okay. Anyway, is she Asian, Korean? Because I'm sure getting someone's name in the red ink means that you want them to die or something. Oh, look at that. Look at this boy, jealous. Why am I not surprised? Why do you care? You ugly. And you need to quit drinking. Look at this boy, overlooked. Look at this. Thank you, nigger. Hey, this is on Twitter. Say thank you to Musk. Look at this boy that has overweight boobies. Laugh my ass off. Causes. Okay, that don't make no sense. Cause black women don't know how it makes sense. This is the perfect size woman and skin tone. She's healthy. Anything bigger, darker than this is garbage. All right, but let's go on to the next one. But this is the jealousy. This is the jealousy. You understand? This is the jealousy from these broads. Oh, thanks, Bob. Catch you on the live stream. Cool. Welcome on board to the channel. How long you been subscribed? Anyway, let's see. Let's try to go to this next link right here. This next set. I got plenty more. Right. This part sells it right now. This part sells it. Watch this.
Shit.
In other words, they're saying, who's leaving their country to come to America to marry our women? Nobody. Trust me. Nobody outside the United States is coming to the United States to marry any American woman in the United States. Either she's black, white, Asian, or Hispanic, or anywhere in between. Ain't nobody marry you bitches, though, boy. Especially black and white women. Ain't nobody marry you, these bitches. Ain't no foreign man coming there. One, it costs too much fucking money just to get a plane ticket to come and meet a wife over here. Two, they got enough women in their country that's outperform you when it comes to being a wife. And three, enough said. Yeah, I'm gonna. Matter of fact, before I go further, this one cracks me up because you remember how. Hold on a second. Let me mute myself because I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm back. Hey, what's up, David Bowman? Long time no see. It's American men that are leaving America, well, leaving United States. Not America. America is one giant continent. But anyway, leaving United States to look for foreign women. That's right. And everybody in this comment thread should do the same. But let's get on with the next one. The next tab I have up. Look at this. Two more bite the dust from we have the best body demographic, which is bullshit. Two mothers died after receiving BBL. You figure in 2022, this is Fox 26. I forgot what state and syndication it is over there, but you figure in 2022, well, 2023 now, January 7th, 2023. This is just recent. You already know a lot about BBL and the side effects of it. Those big butt injections. You women gotta stop saying you got the best asses and the best bodies on earth, because you don't. That dude that proposed to his wife, she had a better body than both of y'all. This lady right here is flat as a damn boy, and she got butt injections. Same thing with this one, with flapjack boobies, flapjack titties. Damn shame, isn't it? Damn shame. But guess what? They're gonna keep telling you, we got the best bodies. Last time I checked, you look at your latest music video, they don't have you motherfuckers in it in abundance. Shit. Y'all better cut the cat, as they say. Hey, what up, bud? Just got home. Hey, what's up, Berserker Jedi? They laugh out loud, I know, right? And be going overseas to get them to get, and they end up dead in overseas, like Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Haiti. Ain't black bitches going to Cuba. They go to Trinidad or Tobago, right next to Trinidad, and they get them, because the locals don't get that shit. Look at this. Look at this. This, like I said, I'm not a Republican fan. I'm not really a Democrat fan, but I'm definitely not a Republican fan because of the historical stupid shit they had done. But I gotta share this one. Not to mention, on a side note, for a lot of black men that's becoming politicians, stop putting yourself there as a Republican. You don't even gain support from black men that are supposedly conservative. Let that sink in. Jalen B. Elrod, right? He's like, there are 4 black Republicans elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. That's right. All men, mainly all black Republican men, those 4, every one of them is married to a white woman. Every single one. I'll let SNL get the jokes out because I have plenty. I actually think there's a Key and Peele skit on that. Oh, he's referring to this shit, but I'm not playing the sound because of copyright. He say, hold on. Here's this guy, Moors in Space. Democrats have tons of women of color married to white men. That's right. He ain't lying. I'm not going to waste my time doing the replies. There goes Meek, aka Brooklyn Lady, aka HIV Lady, because Brooklyn have a high rate of HIV. And we have black Congress people married to black people who haven't done anything for black people. That's because you live in New York State. I know. Ray, people can't get past their tribalism long enough to acknowledge that our elected officials fails us regularly, regardless of political affiliation. There you go. Intelligent man right here. Or who they are married to. It doesn't matter who they married to. But the point being, he's saying that is black women are replaced, even at a form of a party affiliation. Even those four brothers were Democrat, there would be a higher chance and a percentage chance that those brothers will marry a non-black female, predominantly white. There goes Missy Griffin. Look at this big bitch. This is a big bitch. Bare daily neck, a receiving hairline from hell, and a big face. You know she's morally obese. There's an entire black caucus full of black Democrats married to black spouses. No, they're not. Why haven't done a darn thing for our black communities either? So, just saying. You don't get it. The guy right here just said it. Said it right here. People can't get past their tribalism, which he's correct. Long enough to acknowledge that our elected officials fail us regularly regardless of political affiliation or who they are married to or who they ethnically are, I may add. Here goes. Racist. That's not racist. You Republicans, so you racist. There you go. I ain't that scratch. VP Kamala Harris, anybody? Married to a white man, and she's multi-ethnic? So what? I agree. And is it wrong for black and white to marry? Sure. I'm not sure if I'm following. There you go. Hold on a second. Gotta mute this damn phone. And it goes on. Potentially since I'm going to view it. There you go. Kamala Harris and her husband. How's that sensitive? White. What does that tell you? Wally Smith. Every black person in politics, bar Obama, is married to a white person. That's right. Obama in politics is one of the few in politics that are married to a black female. Not too many, either in the Democratic caucus, folks. And your latest elect, was it Supreme Court elected judge, Ketanji Brown? I think that's her name. She's black and her husband is white. What's your fucking problem? Is it the new Supreme Court appointee in an interracial marriage? Yes. Maybe it's because they aren't racist and black women make up less than 6%. You see how they writing you off, bitches. And why is that important to American voter? Share their political views and their voting history. And that will be much more relevant, which I agree. Why live in an integrated society and take issues with relationships that are integrated? Makes no sense. There you go. Anyway, I have to put that there because it was funny. Let's see. Oh, yes. There's another reason why. This is like one of the icing the cake on you females, man. This is it. This This is the icing on the cake. Woo! Wait till I show you all this. You guys gonna laugh. But you're gonna grip your guns tightly. Fight in aisle 11 at Walmart. Here we go.
Oh my God, this is Walmart.
And the sad part is, bitch, we all family.
Well, why y'all fighting?
I know you was.
Yeah, why y'all should have?
What was she?
All that pitbull energy, all that testosterone energy at Walmart. And then motherfuckers wonder why I don't shop at Walmart. My sister gets annoyed when I say, hey, I don't shop at Walmart. You go ahead and shop at Walmart. That's for you people. That's not for me. I shop at Target. I stay the fuck away from Walmart. Look at this. Look how they laugh at you bitches, man. Look at this.
Oh my God, this is Walmart.
Janine DeAnimo. The GOP is holding their weekly meeting at Walmart again, of course. Crypto_Maximus. Absolutely disgusting behavior by humans. There you go. Every Walmart in every big city. I wouldn't go to Walmart if you pay me. Oh, and did they fire that employee kicking that person in the face that they're on the floor? No. Victim Olympics. There you go. Thinking of making a vacation in the States? Tell me again where this is so I can avoid this place. It goes on and on and on. Notice the one thing these ones in the fights all have in common. Black. Now look at this. Tom Hennessy. The murder and manslaughter rate per 100,000 in 2016 of FBI crime data. That's what they tell you, right? Well, I'm not even going to look at that because that's actually inaccurate. I think I did a video on that a long time ago, so that's not warranted. But it shows you how barbarous and savagery you are. And you wonder why you single and you're alone and you crying and whining. Always, that's right. Same thing happened in the Waffle House last week. Yeah, that's right. They fired the lady who dodged the chair. Wait a minute. The employee that dodged the chair, she got fired because she didn't want to get a violent, brutal concussion? Are you kidding me? The one of the workers that worked at the Waffle House when the big brawl broke out dodged a chair and now she lost her job. That's some fucked up shit. Now, let me show you this. This is why I try to show you, fellas. This is why dating and mating and marrying a black woman is played out. It's out of style. That's not something that you want to build a genetic legacy on. That's not something that you want to expand your heritage family tree on because these bitches are garbage. Anyway, here goes. Pay attention to these two. Now, Prince of Woke, okay? You won't change my mind, and a fan account not impersonating anyone. Okay. Anyway, this person goes, there's a certain demographic of people that is going to drive themselves crazy looking for things to be mad at and treating every little thing, or viewing every little thing, I should say, like a civil rights issue. Like it has to be exhausting, always being mad at something. Laugh out loud. So this lady right here, Gojo's baby mama, yeah. White women steal from black women and just to be doing shit. Okay, that doesn't make no sense. Anyway, and of course, she turned those comments off. So let's see. Okay. Pay attention to the video because I see nothing wrong with it. I see natural stuff, hair product. Let's go.
So I'm going to do my most requested video, how I oil my hair. Starting off by detangling, and then I'm going in directly with that dropper, 1 rosemary oil all over my scalp. I'm massaging very gently, and then I'm going to apply a little bit more to the back of my head because I usually miss that spot. Applying that same oil to the mids and my ends, finishing off with a 5-minute massage. I'm now going to clip my hair up loosely and leave on for 2 hours before washing. It's wash day, so I'm going to do my most requested video.
Okay.
So I'm going to do.
How is that fucking racist and how is that stealing from black women? Please help me. Can somebody please elaborate right now in the comment section? How is that stealing from black women? Hold on, I'm going to take a look. I'm not even going to get out the screen. The shit don't make no sense. She oiled her hair and her scalp. It's natural for women and men, particularly women, to oil their hair and their scalp. You know, your hair needs, your scalp needs moisture for the hair to grow properly. Doesn't matter what phenotype or race or ethnic group you are, they all do it. What is stealing your, first of all, you niggas betrayed your culture. So let's go on the comment thread and see how retarded the woke bitches are. Here it goes. And I guess this person's saying, like, this is how the world looks at y'all when y'all cry every single day over the thing you choose to be at for that day. Laugh my ass off. Now, here's this girl. I guess that's her name, with the Mickey Minaj avatar. I think they're mad about the oil she's using because black women made it popular for their hair growth. I don't know. All right. That company that make that oil, you know, that came from the Caribbean, right? That came from the United States. So what the fuck you bitch about again? Nah. Here's this girl, Illy Hook. This ugly, skinny bitch need to eat a meal. Nah, black culture should be gatekeep just as any other. Yes, it's stealing. No, it's not. Again, it was the Sagittarius bitch right here with that fake. That's a cultural appropriation because you know Negro hair don't always grow like that. But I digress. This complaining black Karens are going wild. Oh, whoa. Oh. This complaining black Karens are going wild. There you go. And you got a black bitch telling you this. There's Tyler. They were screaming at YouTube people to support black businesses just to turn around and get mad at those same YouTube people for supporting black businesses. Here it goes. That's what the dude said. And I agree. They'll never be satisfied at basically at anything. They just want things to gatekeep and complain about. Thank you. And look at this. Y'all are missing the point completely. No. Honestly, don't want another shea butter situation. Please, white women are the plague to black women hair products. No, they not. Stop it. All right. It's just over something frugalous that any hair texture could use. What a damn shame. Next. Yep, I'm back at it again. Yep, it's been a long time, JH. Let's see. Oh. Okay, we're almost up to the last two. The last two. Oh, shoot. My bad. Can you hear me? All right, you can hear me. All right, last two. This one is like the icing on the cake for the simple fact that this debunks the mythos. You can't blame this shit on black men. You bitches gotta blame this shit among yourselves. Like I said, I have a Cash app down there. Hit that shit up if you want. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. All right. Hashtag Black Fathers. Hashtag debunk. Hashtag public information. Hashtag stop the lies. Hashtag Black Fathers matter. Hashtag stop the hate. Hashtag Black Kings. Javon the GOAT. Okay, Javon _the_ GOAT. All right. Let's hear this.
From regular people and on the media and in TV and movies that African-American dads just don't stick around. And you might have heard this, in fact, not just from conservatives, from liberals as well. Well, it turns out that is just another myth of American politics. So here's the thing. There is some information out there, statistics that make it seem like that is true. And that is what a lot of this belief is based on. The fact that the CDC said back in 2013 that in nearly 72% of births to non-Hispanic black women, the mothers were unmarried. And that sort of information is used to underlie basically like everything that hypothetically the government could do to benefit this population. The answer is the dads just aren't around. The families are split up. They're not actually doing anything. Although when you actually look into the day-to-day interactions of African-American dads with their kids, they are not just meeting other groups, they are in fact exceeding them. Now let's bring up this chart and you're gonna see examples of this. So on the left, you have fathers living with their children.
All right, hold on, I gotta blimp this up. All right, yep, there you go. So you can see this shit.
And on the right, fathers not living with their children. Now, how involved is each group in these different categories? So in terms of they fed or ate meals with their children daily, by 5 points, black dads are actually more likely to do that than white dads and more likely than Hispanic dads. In terms of bathing their kids, again, significantly more likely. That is, they're just barely beaten out in playing with children to white dads, but 0.5, probably margin of error. More likely to read to their children daily. Those are the ones actually living with their children. But the criticism often is the issue is that they're just not living with their children. But you see on the right, even the black dads not living with their children are again more likely to actually do these activities. In some cases, fairly more likely than the white and Hispanic dads are. So it seems like if we're going to continually say that the problems in this community is that they're just not around, we should probably have to square that with this data from regular people and on the.
There you go. Hashtag stop lying on black men. Enough said. You bitches lie too goddamn much. Hey, what's up, Lionel Mattel? Guys are lying too much on black men. Black men. You need to stop capping or stop bullshitting on black men. Black men are great fathers compared to any ethnic group and so-called racial group of men. Black men are more around. Look at this shit in India. This is in India. Or matter of fact, for South Asia, but mainly in India. Right? Single and struggling, but not giving up. A recent study enumerates the problems of single mothers and their causes and lays down the suggestions for the state. Centura, right? A single mother in her mid-30s, says she has to leave her 2 children with her sister in another district as she will not be able to juggle her job and family. My children will not get my undivided attention as I have a job that requires me to be on the move almost the entire day and evening, said the young professional. Another woman who has been raising her 7 children alone for 12 years narrated the financial problems the family often faces. All my children are studying either in school or in college. Education is expensive these days, but I have to support them. Besides, there are other expenses. The government support and my merged salary, basically mediocre salary, do not go a long way. So basically, she's a working poor. And we have to struggle for 1 square meal a day at the end of the month, she added. Damn. This is in India because they know it's a fucking problem with single mothers. Pina Pakan, that's in the Philippines. Pina Pakan means shoot and scoop. Or as we call it up here in the Northeast, smash and dash, skeet and beat. That's basically what it is. Such stories of struggle, tyranny, and separation are a plenty, and I'm going to butcher the damn state that's in India. Meghalaya, because of the state, has the highest percentage of single mothers in the entire nation of India. A single mother is either an unwed mother, a deserted wife, basically a whore, or a widow. Well, widow should not be a single mother. That means you were married. And if something happens to the husband, his family must help you support his offspring because it's part of their legacy as well as their maternal legacy when it comes to your side of the fence. And they got a backward system because of colonialism. Why I digress. In fact, women and mothers have been defined by their relationship to a partner or the lack of thereof, never as a person or a family unit in their own right. States a report on exploratory studies on socioeconomic status and problems of single mothers in Meghalaya. I'm going to butcher the name, so bear with me. The report, which is first of its kind extensive study on single mothers, was released at the end of last year. It must be referring to what year this. Okay, so they must be referring to, say, the end of 2022. Last year, conducted by the Meghalaya State Commission for Women, or MSCW, and sponsored by the national body. The study was carried out between October 2016 through June 2017 in 7 districts as per the 2011 census. The state currently has 11 districts, okay, because the growing population. The problem of single parenting, especially for women in India, because they don't have social programs that we do here or in the EU, okay, or in, say, Japan or South Korea, or let alone in Brazil or Canada, and not to mention Australia and New Zealand. They have social programs. They don't have they have inefficient social programs based on their president right here. Anyway, has many socioeconomic repercussions for women belonging to the low income group, because it's a fucking caste system, dummy. It is difficult to get a well-paid job for various reasons, such as lack of funds to study further and high number of dependents in the family. Yeah, because you have a big family, it's going to be hard. Not discourage a big family. I endorse big family, but you should only promote big families if you have the social economic infrastructure among the family. Both husband and wife must have both their families back them. Well, I digress. The social taboo of being a single mother. Women, single mothers or not, who spoke to Sunday's Monitor on the issue between mid-November and December of last year, I guess, said in over 90% of the cases, men are never questioned about the reasons for staying single. Especially an unwed or a divorced mother, also becomes a hindrance in the daily course of life, including at the workplace. That's true. Furthermore, the family's role as an agent of socialization is also weak and broken, I may add. Most often, the mother and her preoccupation with her struggles for existence does not find enough time to spend quality time with their children and to help them grow up in a healthy manner, both physically and psychologically, the report observed. According to the report, the reason for high number of broken families can be traced to the traditional system prior to the advent of Christianity. Oh, there you go. During that time, marriage in these matrilineal tribe societies, that's matriarchy, by the way. So the Kashi, the Garo, and the Panar was regarded as a civil contract, and the maternal ties can be determined for the number of reasons such as adultery, mental health issues, and maltreatment, etc. This traditional mindset persists even to this day to a degree, and the maternal ties are often broken for a number of reasons, even among Christians. Thus, the Kashi, the Panar, and the Garo societies, there are many single mothers who are separated, abandoned, or divorced from their husbands, it said. Oh my God. Did they come out an EBT card for these women? I might have to click on that. The families, mostly maternal kin, not paternal, maternal, because these are all matriarchy societies. They're maternal or matrilineal. So that means it's led by the mother, and the women make all the choices, not the men. Anyway, the family's mostly maternal kin. like say brother of her side of the fence, cousin of her side of the fence, uncle on her side of the fence, mommy and daddy on her side of the fence, grandma and grandpa on their side on her side of the fence. Never on the paternal, never on the father. Hold on a second. Let me let my cat out. Hey boy. Hey. I'm back. And where am I? All right. So, though the families, mostly maternal kin, of these single mothers extended economic support, especially for the children, this is gradually becoming difficult as the cost of living in Shillong and other parts of the state is increasing with inflation. Of the 7 districts surveyed, Waiboi had the highest percentage of single mothers at a rate of 19.2%, followed by West Kashi Hills at 16.6% and West Gardo Hills at 15.2%. That is high in the whole state. Fuck that. And like each county district, and East Kashi Hills has 10.6% single mothers. The study also finds that the majority of these single mothers, at a rate of 59.8%, got married between the ages of 18 to 22 years old, and at 65.2% were widows. You know what that means, right? So a lot of these dudes, and I gotta give a shout out to Big Trucker Reviews and Motorsports, where he explained that a lot of these guys do high risk jobs, because the high risk jobs pay the most money, but that's where you could actually get permanently crippled or you could die. And so what the paternal family would do, if the son dies, his parents, her in-laws, would take his life savings and probably his life insurance policy and dip town. That's why you see a lot of Indians coming over here. It's been like this for decades. This is a decade problem. This is a problem that lasted for like nearly 100 years. It has not stopped. I might keep this link for future references. Though several single mothers do not take legal steps to ensure that their husbands or parents who desert them provide maintenance, MSCW records show that 407 women approached the commission to get maintenance between 2004 to 2017. That's 13 straight years. That's over a fucking decade. By law, when you marry these women, you're supposed to set aside money for maintenance, or i.e., financial support in case something physically happens to you as a man. These guys get into physical conflicts. There's crime that goes on in India every day. You know, you have blood family feuds over petty shit. The list goes on and on. So that's why a lot of these guys do get injured or die from accident or die for crime. It is seen from the data that less than 15% of ex-husbands visit the children at least once a year, and only 6% visit the children monthly. Wow, that's bad. That's deadbeat dad syndrome right there. So India got like the highest deadbeat dad, one of the highest in Asia. It's not in the world. In terms of financial support, only an average of 1.5% of single mothers always receive financial support or maintenance, while another 12% of single mothers only receive the support sometimes. That means that happens maybe once every other month or twice a year. It could vary, the study shows. The data also shows that 2/3, which is about 40 to 60% of single mothers, have registered their marriage with their respective religious organizations, and only 0.8% have registered their marriage in court, which you should have registered your marriage in court, not in religious organizations, because religious organizations are inconsistent. The state government in 2015 started the Chief Minister Social Assistance Scheme, under which the single mothers were provided 50 rupees. 50 rupees. 50 rupees. 500 rupees. I think 500 rupees is about. I'm trying to figure out how much that is. That has to be like $20 in U.S. Currency, or 20 euros in currency exchange. One second. Let's see what this is. Let's see. Oh, wow. So if my math serves me right, wait, hold on. Not 5, no. Okay, I got it right. I was about to say, because it hit 500,000, I'm like, no. This is regular 500 rupees to US dollars. Do you know how much it is in euros? It's about, say, 6.12. 6 euros and 12 cents. You know how much it is in US dollars? About the same. $6.12. If I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me look at euros. I'm sorry, my bad. The euro is down compared to the dollar. So that'd be 5 euros and 70 cents, which would translate to US dollars, $6.12. They survive on that a month. But like I said, everything's very cheap. The inflation is stupid high. The taxes are fucking high. The deductibles are insane. However, less than 50% of single mothers benefited from this. Less than 50%. Hold on a second. Come on, boy. You want food? I got the food. Trick me up. Come on, boy. Oh. Damn. Some of your waters. You want your food. We need some more food. That's what you want. I know you want some more food. Yeah. 1 second, folks. Oh. Yeah. You'll keep talking. Come on, guys. feeding my cat.
Oh, kitty cat. Yeah. Indeed. You miss me now. You miss me here. That's why you go crazy. Yeah. Miss me. You go crazy. You've been outside too long. I'm sorry if I put you out there trying to drive me up the wall. All right.
Sorry about that. I talked to my brother and try to feed my cat. Anyway, so think about this. They're getting about €5, well, €5.70, which translates to $6.12 a month. So, however, less than 50% of single mothers benefit from this. That's sad. Less than 50%. So we could say like maybe 30%, a low third, or maybe 25% for that matter. So the financial crisis is often acute. Besides, there are other problems: juggling home and work, physical and emotional strain, lack of support, etc., which are common for almost all single mothers. Duh. But nobody didn't tell you to be this way. You got to choose carefully, women. The study not only enumerates the problems and their causes, but also lays down the suggestions at the state level. The first and foremost recommendation is awareness among single mothers on women's rights and marriage, and existing government schemes and banking facilities, among others. Now, here's the problem. Here's the fucking problem with India. Okay, and I'm going to say this right now. And this is among the Indian men, because you had matrilineal societies that basically it's a matriarchy. Everybody keeps talking about patriarchy in India. No, it's not. These religious societies are matrilineal societies. They basically matriarchy. The women make the head matriarch make the decisions. If her son dies while he married an Indian girl, because this is like this in Bahrain and other parts of South Asia, this is a problem. Okay? When their son that marry a girl, even the same village or the same community, if he dies of any circumstances, the first thing the in-law family would do was steal the money from the wife, would steal the life insurance policy from the wife. They do this all the fucking time. This has been going on for fucking decades. The wife don't have no rights when it comes to financial protection. So this is why we see Indian people get married in the United States. Oh no, that shit goes out the window. She gets entitled to every damn thing in case this dude want to dip, in case this dude gets killed, in case this dude gets into an accident. She creates a separate life insurance policy. See, in India, women can't have a separate life insurance policy over there. That's pretty fucking mind-boggling. But anyway, so banking facilities, among others. Women's Rights Commission also emphasizes the need of adolescent education when it comes to sexual education. That's right, folks. You got all this Panakan practices or scoot and shoot in India. This is the power Asians, because they're superstitious when it comes to contraceptives and other forms of birth control and condoms. Oh my goodness. Such as sexual and reproductive health, life skill education, and vocational guidance in schools, and awareness on teenage pregnancy. Yeah, they don't have that. And the framing and implementation of rules and guidance of the Meghalaya Compulsory Registration of Marriage Act in 2012. And that didn't save them, because this is still a problem. At the central level, the report suggests that the need for individuals and institutions supporting education on children of single mothers, better life facilities under the Integrated Child Protection Scheme Act, and adoption of villages by colleges and institutions to support children of single mothers. Oh boy. And the enhancement of National Widow Pension Scheme for 300 rubles to 3,500 rubles. Now we know 500 rubles is a little bit over $6. So we're not even going to think about this. Okay. So think about this. We're going to put 300. That's $3.67 a month. Okay. Now we're going to do one better because now we're going to see the real number. Okay. Now, so the National Widow Pension Scheme from 300 rupees all the way through 3,500 rupees a month, among others. Do you know how much 3,500 rupees a month? It's 39 euros and 93 cents. Do you want to know how much it is in US dollars? That's $42.87 fucking cents a month. No way. Get out of India. The problems of single mothers can be addressed with concerted efforts of society and government. First, society needs to be addressed. This matrilineal and pre-colonial shit that you guys have been plagued with for centuries, you need to do away with entirely. The entire country needs to become you need to become truly progressive, plain and simple, without no constraints. You need a newly developed constitution, and you need some sexual education. One thing I have to say about Asians, they suck at sexual education. They don't know shit about when it comes to sexual reproduction and protection from, proper sexual hygiene. This is why you see random children running around. This is why their population spikes. Same problem in China. Contrary to belief, yeah, Xi Jinping supposedly lifted China 250 million people out of poverty. He only did that once out of his 15-year tender. You got nearly 2 billion motherfuckers 1.3 billion motherfuckers in China now, because a lot of motherfuckers died from COVID over the last 3 years. It's hard to get people out of poverty. You got a lot of people that live in the rural areas. They don't have no sexual education whatsoever, and they just born unwanted children when it's inconvenient. And I'm going to sit here. I'm not going to sugarcoat. The older pervy males are doing this to young women. And in a lot of cases, a lot of these adolescent girls that's like 14, 15, 16 are getting pregnant by grown-ass men in the village. There's no statutory rape laws on these people. Anyway, the problems of single mothers can be addressed with concerned efforts of the society and government. There should be awareness among the public too, so that society and institutions become more inclusive and compassionate. This will not only support single mothers, but also help in ensuring a healthy childhood and growth environment for their children. This way, both societies and government can prevent greater maladies like crime and substance abuse in the long run, which is true, because that's what single motherhood produces. Yeah, I'm going to save this link. And we'll take a look at the comment thread. They can't blame black men on that. Oh yeah, when it comes to not being engagement with fatherhood, no, they can't do that. That they gotta stop doing that. Because that's what black women, and matter of fact, that's what a lot of white liberals and white conservatives been saying for decades. For those that don't know, they've been saying this shit for almost 60 years, for 57 years. Ejaculate and evacuate. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mental OG? What's up, man? Their dysfunction was very deep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their dysfunction goes centuries deep. A lot of people don't know this. We talk about shit that's gone as far back as prior to the colonialization. You got to remember, 500 years before the English, the British came to India, colonized and decimated them. Their three major religious, or actually it was technically pagan societies, but religious societies actually converted to religion, were organized as matrilineal. When they were patrilineal, this shit did not happen. But this is a testament on the dysfunction of the single motherhood, and it tricked. Everybody gonna say, "Oh, it's the West's fault." Well, that problem that happened in India, that's been going on for centuries. Because that's the exact same problems that you see in the entire state of Africa, including paternity fraud. See, this is another thing they don't talk about. India has a paternity fraud crisis, just like in China, just like in Africa. The difference between the three parts of the continents, like Asian continent, between India and China versus Africa. Africa, out of 54 countries, 54 of them created laws to prevent paternity fraud. Now, as of just this last month, Jamaica created a new law against paternity fraud. And what it entails with is similar to Africa. If, for example, you sign the birth certificate, it happens. I tell dudes, before you sign that birth certificate, how about you do a blood test first? If the blood type matches with your child, then go ahead and sign the birth certificate. That way you have full custody. No man has full custody of his biological child. I hate to tell people this. The state has more for custody of that child, and the woman has more custody of that child than you do. That's why when they look for the next of kin, they look at the maternal side. They don't look at the paternal side. Before the child gets dumped in the system and lost to the system. And like I said, shout out to that brother. Big Truck Reviews, Motorsports. Go to the article. But I got another one from him. I saw in 2 separate videos. But this, if you fast forward to today, that law is going to gain popularity up here in the United States. You wait and see. I tell people all the time, when you start seeing reformations, you're going to start seeing these other laws that's going to put checks and balances and check motherfuckers in their place. And wait, you're going to see this in India. You're going to see this in China. You always saw this for Africa. They have it for decades. In Africa, let's say, for example, she claimed that the child was yours. You guys are married. You had the kid. You raised the kid for 15 years. on the 16th year, you get divorced. Okay? Get divorced. It happens. You're paying child support. Now, your family knows in the back of your head that's not your kid. They don't want to keep, either they keep telling you, you're not listening. You're not like, look, go and get that blood test done and make sure that child is ours. If it ain't your child, then that mother has to pay you every penny that you paying into child support. And she cannot afford to pay. She has to do jail time. She has to do prison time. Yes, folks. And now they're doing that in Jamaica. They curb down this massive explosions of out of wedlock birth rates and paternity fraud. This happens to countries that have been bombarded with colonialization for centuries, like the United States, for example, Canada, the whole Americas, for that matter, including the Caribbean and Caribbean islands in Central America. That's including Southeast Asia and South Asia, including China. China was colonized. A lot of people don't know this, including Japan. In Africa, there's certain parts of Africa are colonized. So they have to do this. And it's a matter of time they're going to do this up here in the United States. You cannot be being loosey-goosey with your pussy and thinking that some random dude that you lied to say that that's his kid after he pumped a few seeds in you a couple of damn times. Oh, yeah, we have to get married. And he's sucker enough to get married and not do the blood test. And he gets all hyper emotional because I understand you're witnessing seeing someone that you thought you created being born, being live birth right before your very own eyes, and come to find out 19 to 34, in some cases 42 years later, that was never your fucking child or children. So, all right, I'm like an hour and a half just about in, so we're gonna finish this bitch up. All right. Shout out to this brother again, Big Trucker Reviews Motorsports, for this article. Let's play the little video real quick.
Could I get the
Oh my goodness. I hate ads.
California is
All right, let's.
not a cheap state to live in. Inflation is making matters worse for everyone, but when it comes to housing, research shows that Black women struggle the most to afford rent in our state. Our race and culture reporter Candace Red shares how you can help.
It has been a very difficult road.
As a single Black mother, Michael Stafford says she's always striving to make ends meet.
There's very little quality of life if you're trying to maintain a household of children and do it all on your own.
Stafford says she, along with her 3 children, moved from Oakland to Elk Grove for a lower cost of living.
Financially, it's really the only option.
Now, Stafford says she's renting a house with her sister and her children for $2,700 a month. Together, 7 people live in the home.
You know, just being a single mom, it's really hard to live alone, to afford even the basic essentials.
Although Stafford works a full-time remote job, she says she's still forced to decide between paying household bills or putting food on the table.
I've been to food banks. I've stood in those lines before.
And despite relocating, Stafford says rent remains the biggest expense.
The cost to house, just the rent alone. I could not manage on my own.
In California, Black women are disproportionately burdened by the high cost of living. That's according to a report from the nonprofit Gender Equity Policy Institute. It shows 59% of Black women and 42% of Black single moms struggle to pay for housing, and they spend the majority of their income on rent.
Always definitely prioritize rent.
Take care of the mom. That way the mom can take care of the rest of the family.
Black Lives Matter Sacramento, along with other organizations, is participating in an online fundraising campaign called Rent for Moms. The nonprofit Done for Didi started the campaign in Boston to encourage others to give.
It's a foundational resolution to the issues that are happening, and there's so many disparities, for Black women. There's wage gaps, there's discrimination with housing and discrimination against getting jobs. It's just a lot of things that impact Black women, and so we want to make sure that they're taken care of.
The goal is to raise $100,000 to help Black single mothers across the U.S. pay for rent during the holiday season.
It helps to give to somebody to relieve some of those stresses that happen every month when you know that you've got to cover and keep a roof over your head.
I think it's a phenomenal opportunity for all levels of single moms, and especially Black women. A lot of moms, parents in general, but are stressing about being able to provide for their children during this time, also celebrate the season.
The Rent for Moms campaign has raised at least $43,000 so far to help Black moms pay their rent over the holiday season. And you can also visit abc10.com/tothepoint to find out how you can also help.
Let that sink in. Look at this. All right, so I'm gonna read this article because I know the video sums it up perfectly. That way I don't have to read it, but I'm gonna read it anyway. So now I hope you know. In Oakland, there's a lot of Hispanics that live in Oakland. So it's just as many single mothers that are Hispanic and Asian, I have to remind people this, in Oakland, California, as well as Blacks. And there's a lot of single unwed mothers. You ever notice that they wear no ring finger? Because you're not going to see a ring finger in these bitches. And I keep telling you bitches, winter has already come. You ever notice there's no man and support for these women? Going through job discrimination, that's not happening with Black men. Look at those kids. Those kids don't even share a fucking genetic line. Normally you have siblings that have some form of sibling resemblance. None of them has that. That's scary. That means those 4 kids that she had 4 different baby daddies. Where's the father's child? Where's the multiple daddies' child support? These are questions that you have to fucking ask. Anyway, $2,700 a month in Oakland, it's horrible. Or in Sacramento County, for that matter. Anyway, financially is really Anyway, now that Stanford is renting a house with her sister, $2,700 a month. She said that she splits the rent with her sister, who also has children. So it's a total of 7 ass kids. She has 4. Her sister has 7. I mean, not 7. Has 3. Being a single mom, and they both single moms, it's really hard to live alone or even afford the basic essentials. I've been to food banks. We know that, still in those lines before, and the cost to house just the rent alone. I cannot imagine on my own. Well, you are. Look at this. None of her. I'm sorry. She must have her. I guess her sister must have had 4 kids. My bad. But anyway, between paying house bills and putting food on the table at times, despite the relocation, how about you move out of California? Stanford says rent remains the biggest expense. Researchers show that she's not alone. So we're gonna read with the what it is in California women. In California women, particularly black single mothers, I don't know why they keep saying black single mothers, because you got a lot of single mothers that are white. You got the overwhelming majority of single mothers in California are usually either black, white, or Hispanic, or Asian. I have to make this clear. Not just black women. Black women, you're not alone. That burden, you got somebody with, are disproportionately burdened by the high cost of living, according to the report from Gender Equality Policy Institute, or GEPI. It's a nonprofit dedicated to advancing opportunity, fairness, and well-being for all people through research and education that exposes the gender impacts on policies and processes and practices of government and businesses. So the GPI report released earlier this year, that 59% of black women and 42% of black single mothers. These are 2 separate categories. You got 59% of black women are single but with no children and are childless. And 42% that are single mothers in California. Well, in California alone. That's just dropped the state of California. Struggle to pay housing in California, and they spend the majority of their income on rent. While to being college educated and sophisticated. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is why I tell women it's not easy to be single. You don't want to be single and wild a man. Because by the time you have a man, life gets fucking easier. You're on cruise control. The only thing you have to do, I'm giving you the basic essentials just to keep a man in your house and that don't be astray. Keep up with your good looking appearance if you are very attractive. This woman attractiveness faded away when she kept gaining more weight and having kids. Number 2, be feminine. Number 3, cook. Oh my goodness, cook. And number 4, clean. And number 5, do as he tell you to do in bed. Those 5 key. Oh, and number 6, don't get on his nerves. That's a bonus. But the first 5, you should be able to master that shit by the time you hit adulthood. Anyway, some other key findings in the report regarding gender and housing across the state include 49% of women are rent burdened. That's 49% of women compared to 43% of men. That's in the state of California. 25% of women are severely rent burdened, so it's even worse than the 49% compared to 20% of men. Because you know what? Men had no problem renting a car or moving back with his parents if push comes to shove. A lot of these women that like to thought around broken ties with their mother or their parents. And so they can't live back at home. But she's shacking up with her damn sister. With her 4 bastard ass kids. 33% of black women are severely rent burdened. 66% of women overall who live alone are rent burdened. Duh. women-headed households are 5 times, folks, as likely as households headed by a married couple to be extremely low income. Duh. Don't be a single mother. 73% of single mothers are rent burdened compared to 56% of single fathers. You know why? Because men willing to do overtime. You know why? Men willing to get a promotion or willing to earn his way to get a promotion or learn a new skill, new trade to get a better paying job to support his fucking kids. 1/3 of elderly Black and Latino women living alone have income below the federal poverty line. I keep telling you. So when they say, now you gotta look at this. If 33% of Black women are severely rent burning, that's at 33%, right? Hold on a second. We'll do a little bit of math here. That means 67% of Hispanic women are rent burdened. That's right. 67% of Hispanic women are rent burdened. Or I could say with confidence, right? We're gonna be even more realistic. Out of that 67%, right? I'll say 23. 44% of Hispanic women are rent burdened. So out of that, think about out of 100%, 63% alone of Black women are rent burdened. They're the second highest. You know who's the highest? It's Hispanic women of that same state. Then 23% of that are white women as single mothers. %6 of women overall who live alone are rent burdened. Now, going back to the almost last but not least, 73% of single mothers are rent burdened overall compared to 56% of fathers that are rent burdened. Yeah. I always broke that down. Four in 10, that's of 232,000 unhoused individuals in California are women. When it comes to California housing affordability crisis, along with racial disparities in housing, the report explains that Black women in California face particularly acute housing challenges due to the current discrimination. Got to add Hispanics and Asians, believe it or not, as well as the legacies of the past racial and gender discrimination, which I agree. That's why I say get out of the state of California. The GEPI report goes on explaining a long history of racial discrimination in the housing market, from restrictive conveyance and redlining to destruction of the Black neighborhoods to make way for highways and other infrastructure, effectively destroyed the ability of many Black women to accumulate generational wealth through home ownership. You know, the only way you bitches could generate actual legitimate generational wealth of home ownership is by marrying a fucking man. Let me say that again. The only way you single mother, Black and Hispanic, and even white women could accumulate intergenerational wealth of home ownership is by marrying a man. Not by being a single mother, then trying to get a house. Stupid bitches. Now, Black Lives Matter Sacramento chapter, along with other Black-led organizations, are working to help Black single mothers during the holiday season of last year that just passed pay for rent. It's all part of the nationwide campaign for Rent for Moms. The nonprofit done for DID, wait a minute, DD, I guess that's what it's called, DIDI, started the online fundraiser in Boston, Massachusetts to help to encourage others to give. The campaign kicked off on Giving Tuesday, right after Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness. That's a Holocaust day, but I digress. The goal is to raise at least $100,000 by December 25th. Oh, Christmas. That just passed. As of Monday, the campaign has raised more than $47,000. Holy fucking shit. Ain't niggas, times are hard. I'm not going to donate money for an unwed mother and 3 to 4 fucking kids with 3 to 4 different baby daddies. I'm not going to do it. I don't care the bitch shares the same skin tone as me. I don't care the bitch is white or Asian, Hispanic or whatever. I don't care. I don't care the bitch is fine as fuck, but she got a lot of fucking kids. I don't care. I can't afford to donate because I'm paying high ass rent in my fucking hyperinflated state called New York. I can't afford it. Can't afford it. That's why I put down a cash app. I gave everybody a heads up last year that passed through the summer. Hey, eventually I'm gonna put up the cash app. So don't get mad. I gave everybody a heads up. And you know, this eats up my time, me doing these videos. Anyway, we need to take care of the moms. You know what? Why everybody keep rejecting the damn children? You should say we need to take care of the children. The moms need to learn a new skillful trade. Because think about it. Her high earning income that she gets, like $2,700, she's probably getting paid more than that, and half her income goes towards fucking rent. Okay? Let's be real. She's probably getting like what? Let's go do some math here. Let's in California, at the stay-home work type of job, let's say for argument's sake, she's getting $4,700 a month. That's that 5 days a week. Times that. No, sorry. Times that 8 hours a day. Sorry. Times that 5 days a week. Times that 4 weeks a month. So that don't seem right. We're gonna say we're gonna say $2,700 a month. Yeah, okay, $2,700 a month. My bad. 8 hours a day. No, focus for me. I did it right. I did it right the first time. Shit. Times that 12 months. Okay. If she's getting $2,700, I mean $4,700 a month. This bitch is only seen at working for home, which she got the bad end. She got the shit end of the stick. She's only earning, not making. People don't understand the difference between making money, earning money. Making money is you don't work for nobody. People work for you, and you generate your income from their labor. Okay? When you earn income, you have to actually put in the labor to earn the money that you helping that company to generate. See the difference? So this bitch is earning $56,400 a year. So of course she can't. Either she managed. That's not counting the expensive light bill, and her sister rent a big ass house. Anyway, but they only could generate $47,000 so far. We need to take care of the moms. That way, the moms could take care of the rest of the family. Said Tiana Fashion. Fashion. Whatever the founder of Black Lives Matter Sacramento, that damn old bitch with the that tries to sound like she's 18, even though she's 68. It's a foundational resolution to the issue and what's happening. There are so many disparities for Black women, like wage gaps, discrimination in housing, discrimination with jobs, and other things that impact Black women. So we want to make sure that they are taken care of. How about get the fuck out of California, bitch? How the fuck my boy, Jawari Bones, earns $115,000 a year working from home at a tech job in Georgia. And that's a bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. You tell me you're getting less than the bare minimum. This bitch is not even getting 6 figures. How about you take care of the goddamn kids first? The Rent for Mom campaign is geared specifically towards helping more than 50 Black single mothers pay rent across the United States. That's including families in Boston, which Massachusetts is another racist state. You're going to laugh. There is more racism in Boston, Massachusetts, and California combined than there is in the state of Florida when it comes to housing and jobs. As I'm saying, Birmingham, Alabama, Detroit, Fort Lee, Oklahoma City, OKC, Portland, Oregon, and Richmond, and Sacramento, and Houston, Fort Worth, and Washington, D.C. There's the problem. You live in the metropolitan areas. That's another fucking problem. So, of course, you live in the metropolitan area, you're going to fucking pay more taxes. You're paying city taxes in those areas. Anyway, in 2020, the campaign raises $37,420 to help mothers across the country pay rent. And that's probably like, what, a one-time thing? 50 families? $37,000 can only go no more than a couple of times. Dude, you need $20 or $30 million. Anyway, it helps to give to someone to relieve some of those stresses that happen every month, and to know that you got it covered and keep a roof on your head, said Fusion. This is sad. Stanford, who learned about the Rent for Moms campaign through Black Lives Matter Sacramento chapter, is encouraging all people to give if possible, even though she's in need this holiday season. She says she's willing to step aside to ensure that other Black single mothers receive the gift of rent and secure housing. You know you can apply for Section 8, right? You know there's housing vouchers available, right? I think it's a phenomenal opportunity that all single, but I know what's going to happen. They're going to disapprove of her Section 8 because chances are she earned it over 50. First of all, when you're in a housing voucher, I think in all 50 states, you can't earn past $27,000 a year. You earn more than $27,000 a year, they don't want to look at you. Because they're like, yo, I could use that voucher for someone that actually needs it. Versus you earning $56,000 with $900 or $56,200 a year, you could move another state. You working remotely. Why you dumb broke bitches don't move to another fucking damn state? You can move to Arizona. You can move to Utah. You can move to Georgia. You can move to Tennessee. You can move to Virginia. You can move to Vermont. You can move to Maryland. It's not that expensive, all those 7 spots I just named. They're not that fucking expensive, but I digress. I think it's a phenomenal opportunity for all single moms, especially Black women, See, they always try to put black women first, and that's why they don't put too much donation involvement in it. You should just leave it. Hey, you could have said it just like this. I think it's a phenomenal opportunity for all single moms, especially women that are divorced with multiple kids, and leave it there. Says Stanford. A lot of moms and parents in general are stressing about being able to provide for their children during this time. The only way to combat it is in community, family spaces, loving each other and gifting to one another. Okay, I'm not donating this shit. Anyway, anyhow, let's see the comment thread. Okay, I take it. Everybody's probably listening and driving and doing whatnot. Like again, shout out to the brother that found the link from watching this video. Shout out to you, Big Trucker Reviews and Motorsports. And shout out to everybody participating in this chat and this live stream. And that's it. Hope you enjoy and have a good one. Peace.